What's happening, y'all? This is Mirror Music. I'm Andrew, and this is a Grateful Dead reaction. Today we're going to do a 1972 show from Sacramento. I'm going to call this episode 3 Blues. We're going to do, let me make sure I can do this right, Big Railroad Blues, Cumberland Blues, and Stella Blue, in that order. They are not connected, really. Maybe the first two are, but they're not interpolated in the same way as you'd see normally in Grateful Dead songs, but they are played consecutively. I think at the beginning of the second set it's August 12th, 1972 in Sacramento. So we're just gonna see what we got. Obviously, the Grateful Dead are famously not a blues band. I think what you have told me is, obviously they can play everything, but also that they would categorize themselves and their fans would categorize them as a dance band. But a lot of those songs are blues-based. So, as we know, obviously, there are lots of different styles of the blues. So, I'm interested to see what we have here. So, again, this is Big Railroad Blues, then Cumberland Blues, then Stella Blue from Sacramento Memorial Auditorium, August 12th, 1972. Let's see what we got. This is a country blues right here. From the honky tonk. I guess you call it Texas, really.
My mama told me, my papa told me to. My mama told me, papa told me to. Well, I shouldn't be here trying to
This is a show when Pigpen was still around, right?
listen to what mama said. Wish I had listened to what mama said. I wouldn't be here trying to sleep in this cold night bed.
Are these, I know Stella Blue is their song, but are the other two songs that they wrote, or are the other two like traditional blues kind of songs that they're covering?
I went to the depot, never got there on time. Went down to the depot, never got there on
Got the bass
time.
turned up a lot in this recording. It's nice.
Well, a train rolling down, she's running down the line. Mr. J, they go way down, don't tell me no lies. Mr. J, they go way down, don't tell me
And don't have the vocal mic turned up very high either.
well, a train on down, she's running down the line.
There we go. Phil's not just playing the roots now, he's like walking around now. Ooh. I would imagine, just listening to it, this is not one of the songs that they wrote. It's a traditional one. Except I might be wrong about that. But.
Trying to sleep in this cold night, man.
Okay, it's Big Railroad Blues. And now we have Cumberland Blues. This sounds like something they wrote. It's just weird enough. And the feel is also more in the country gospel blues lane, which makes sense for a song called Cumberland. Which is an Appalachian place, as I'm sure you all know. That chord transition right there, that walk up. It's a lot of fun. That's a Nashville lick, right? Or what we think of now as a Nashville lick. So fun to hear playing country. These are essentially country blues lick, but freaky, and the bass makes it wild and freaky too. Because we talked about this previously, but usually country bass is right. And this is not quite a funk bass line, but it's certainly much more in that world.
$5 bill, keep him happy all the time. some of the fellas make nothing at all, and you can hear him crying. Can I go, buddy? Can I go down? Take your shift after mine. Gotta get down to the Cumberland mine. Gotta get down to the Cumberland mine. That's where I mainly spend my time. Ain't good about $5 a day. Maybe to go on my move away.
That's the typical country bass line right there. Right. So you hear that and compare it to what he was doing before, which is a wild, funky thing.
Not a poor man got the Cumberland Blues. He can win or lose it. Not a poor man got to walk the line just to pay his union dues. I don't know now, I just don't know if I'm going back again. I don't know now, I just don't know if I'm going back again. I don't know now, I just don't know if I'm going back again.
Yeah. So far we've had, I mean, I know Stella Blue, so I can comment on it a little bit while we're in the cheering in between songs. So we have a Texas blues song, Big Railroad Blues. So think of that like Stevie Ray Vaughan kind of licks, right? Honky tonk, or that kind of styling, right? And then we have a country blues song. It's like old-timey blues gospel, that kind of line. It has some Nashville kind of licks in it too, some country-ish kind of licks in it too. But it's also, especially at the end of that, was kind of tilting towards bluegrass-ish a little bit too, which again makes a lot of sense for a song about the Cumberland Gap or Cumberland, really Virginia. So it's a very Appalachian feel, a very Appalachian feeling kind of song. So, and then we have Stella Blue upcoming. As I've said before, this is one of my favorite Grateful Dead songs. So always, I love hearing how they treat it differently over the years. This is not a blues song like you would think of as a traditional blues song, other than having the word blue in the title, which I'm sure is why they play consecutively in this set too.
All the years gone by, they melt into a dream. A broken angel sings from a guitar.
A little bass flare.
In the end, there's just a song. Comes crying up the night.
So I noticed in one of the videos about a month ago that Lesh was playing like it's like a 5 or 6 string bass with a little circle thing at the top. Is that just like, I think that show was like late 90s, or not late 90s, I'm sorry, late 80s. Is that a typical thing? Is he always playing a bass with more than 4 strings? Does that go all the way back to the beginning, or is that like an 80s thing?
When all the cards are down,
Because it sure sounds like he's playing a bass with more than 4 strings in this one too.
there's nothing left to see. There's just the pavement there and broken dreams. In the end, there's still that song comes crying like the wind down every lonely street that's ever been. Stella Blue, Stella Blue. I've stayed in every blue light cheap hotel. And win for trying. Dust off those rusty strings just one more time. Can't keep from crying.
The little arpeggio thing is not quite come together, but maybe winking at it a little bit.
It all rolls into one. And nothing comes for free. There's nothing you can hold for very long. And when you hear that song, come crying like the wind, it seems like all this life was just a dream.
Am I using a slide to play that? Slide. It doesn't sound exactly like that, but it's hard to get that effect sound without it.
Stella
that chord progression. He played them all in order right quick. God, that's beautiful. I don't know, honestly, guys, that I have a whole lot more to add after that. Um, it's just such a beautiful song, and it's fun to hear the three blues together, like the Big Railroad and Cumberland. This because they're all very, very different songs, even though the first two are based in the same kind of blues structure. But um, just like, I guess, the Grateful Dead themselves, the blues contain multitudes, right? And that you can play it lots of different ways and still have it kind of fall under that umbrella. But I don't know. I still am. I said this at the end of the last one where I talked about Stella Blue a little bit, that I'm going to have to figure out a way to do a series on that song somehow, some kind of breakdown or some kind of comparison or some kind of something. I don't know. It's just such a beautiful song. It rides the line between psychedelic and almost folk. I mean, it pulls elements of so many different styles in it, and those little diminished chords in the end of the verse are just, it's just one of those moments that I don't know, it touches something for me. I don't know how else to explain it. It just kind of changes and subverts expectations, and I love it a lot. So that's enough of me babbling for now. I'll see y'all next time. Take care, y'all.